Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be doing a season update for my current season that I am in. So, let's go ahead and get started. So, we are on day 47. So, yes. With that out of the way, let's go straight to the map. So, right now, we are playing as Arnor this season. We took, this keep. We took the Minothanian keep about an hour ago. So, yes, I'm going to go ahead and go through the pins. So this pin has been going on for 15 days with about 4.2 million participants, 1.4 million deaths. Nothing very big. If I can click on, sorry about that. Yeah, I'll come back to the pin later. So, this pin has been going on for 6 days with 17.9 million participants and 6.3 million deaths between Lindon and Mordor. This pin has been going on for 3 days with 11.2 million participants with 4 million deaths between 1 Lindon Fellowship and the 3 Erebor Fellowships. This pin has been going on for a day and it has 3.7 million participants, 1.2 million deaths. Around a small-ish pin for a full fraction. So this would be all of Mordor versus all of Angmar. But yes, Mordor is also fighting elsewhere. So then we have another red pin up here that's going to be going on for 31 days with 14.9 million participants, 4.9 million deaths between Erebor and Lothlorien. Then I'm going to flip through the other pins on the map. But I'll see if I can get this pin to pull up. So, small pin. There we go, this pin. So, this is the red pin I was trying to get earlier. So, it has been going for 15 days with 13.6 million participants, 4.4 million deaths, which is nice. That was between us and Rohan. This is another small pin. So, we took this region a couple hours ago, like a few minutes, probably an hour ago. So, hopefully, by the end of the season, we will have Orthanc back, so we will just be able to get to that solid up bonus end of season rewards. By the way, so as you see, the ring has been taken. I believe my last season update video, nothing in the center had been taken. So Mordor has fully captured everything in the center. I believe they own most of the passes. Erebor might own 2. Okay, Erebor owns 1. So, there was a debate well, it was also coming from World Chat, so there was a debate on whether Erebor or Mordor were going to get the ring. I don't know how it was decided. They were talking about doing a ring fight. We did not see any pins pop up or anything, and I know a pin would have popped up for that. But either way. So, Mordor took the ring, and now they have the 5 caps in line. They dropped Ridersburg to give to Rohan, so they would have the 3, even though hopefully we're going to take Orthanc back. Then they took, to replace that, they took Rune's cap, as well as Khadr Dûn. Erebor dropped Khadr Dûn, just to give them the bonus capital. Yeah, they have 5. So hopefully we will be able to take Orthanc back soon. But yes, we are slowly advancing. That's map. So now I'm going to go into leaderboards. So right now, yes, okay. So right now, Twister is the king of Middle Earth. He is first in affluence and first in merit. He was able to overtake Panhan today. So with Twister who is in first, his merit is at 7.2 million, and then Panhan is right behind him at 7.1. Then in third, we have Studley with 6.2. Studley, you follow behind if you can't pick it back up. But yeah, so I'm going to skim through the top 50. But yeah, I'm sitting at 800. I'm sitting unranked right now at 802, 801k. I am a fighter. I'm just not a very big fighter. I will fight for pretty much anything, but I'm not very strong. Then we have in Fellowship Affluence. Mordor is still top of the line with 3.6 and 3.4. Then we have Haha in third with 3.1. Then we have Ring and Telp from Erebor. I believe there's another Telp. Oh, it's Uptum. Or Upt. And okay, so fourth and fifth are Ring and Telp with 2.7 and 2.6. Then we have LCDR, who has been climbing recently, in 2 and 6 with 2.5. Then we have Lion with 2.4. And then we have the two Lindon Fellowships, or two of the Lindon Fellowships with 2.3 and 2.3. Then we just have other, I'll skim through the rest of the fellowships. We are in 14th. We do not, as y'all saw earlier, we do not have very much resource land that we will be able to pull from. But after that's pretty much just small groups. But right, so fraction points. I am sitting at 128th right now. I hope to get to 100 or the top 100 before the season ends, a week or so. But I do not know what is really going to happen. Just because, again, I'm not very strong. I cannot pump out absolute crazy stuff. But yes. So, we are still in 9th for the development points. We're sitting there. We're coming back as quick as we can. I believe halfway through the season, we were, or at least not halfway through the season, about like 2 weeks ago, maybe a little bit more, we were like in second, maybe even in the third. I don't think we ever took first, but we were up on the top of that leaderboard. But yes, yeah, so now I'm going to go through some reports. I do not have very many today, just because it's been more or less defending, and I'm not that strong versus people who are a lot stronger. So, I thought this result was insanely well. So, as you can see, I out-level him a little bit, but our gear is about the same, but his respect levels are a lot higher. So, mine's a 5-4, 5-4. Pretty much 5s and 4s. So, he's got a 10 Ascended Theoden with 3-star gold gear. Then he has full strengthened R6 King of Men. Then an R10 full strengthened Airmere. Then a 10 full strengthened Arwen. Purple gear. The last two are purple gear. So, the gear sort of evens it out. My gear for Gandalf isn't fully strengthened, but it also is gold gear, most of it. But yeah, my Falcon, at this time it was all purple, fully strengthened, and my Boromir was purple gear, midway strengthened. But I'm still glad. It was a nice fight. My Dyne did some okay damage. So yeah, fun stuff. Then here we go. I love hitting birds. I love seeing the spike on Dyne just go through the roof. So on this fight, my Dyne did 142k damage. And against this group, I am, as you can see, absolutely respect leveled just by seeing an R10 Boromir. You don't see very many Radaghast played today, but yeah, a nice R5 Radagast, R10 Aragorn, and then we got a nice R2 Dyne. But yeah, lovely to see 142k from Dyne. But yeah, I'm going to show like both of these skills, but at 37k. So that is very nice. With the one pulling out 11,000 at only level 3. Guys, also I believe healing. Yeah, also his Radagast absolutely tore me up in healing. 21 versus 11. That's been a 10,000 heal. And then for some reason Aragorn is healing. But yeah. So on to the third report. So this one, my Dyne still put out very nice damage, 117, pretty much against the full damage dealer formation. I did lose the fight, just my Dyne was about to die, and they still had all of their damage dealers up. But yes, so I'm going to flip through their gear and commanders really quick, just to show you. Quite nice. Well, this account has a lot of potential. Give it maybe a few more seasons and it'll be up there. hopefully round 1 or 2. So this fight, I believe this fight was pretty even, I think, if this is a fight I remember it to be. So yeah, it's pretty even. I won this fight by a little bit. So yeah, I definitely won the resource trade because he's using 3 mounted and 1 T4, and I'm using pretty much full guardians. I do have 1 master thrower on my Dine just to remove the normal attacks from Dine, just because pretty much medieval. But yeah, so he's got R6 Gandalf, R2 King of Men, R2. I believe this is a B team, just because you do not usually see R1s and R2s and an A team, unless you're like season 1 or season 2 and you're not a very big spender. But yes, nice damage from Dine. XP is okay. Merit, probably one of the better merits on those reports I showed. There is one report that I do want to talk about. Sorry, oops. It is something very odd that I found. Here we go. So, in this report, as you see, these are like siege commanders. They're not gonna do much. I mean, but you're using T4 archers on them who have a siege of C. So, if you're watching this, please reach out to me and tell me what this is, just because this does not make sense. If it's a Tyler, use like T1s, maybe T2, maybe like 3 T. If you're running the 4 commanders, run 3 T1s and 1 T2. Don't ever run a T3 or T4 on a Tyler. That's just, it takes way too much resources for you to be doing that. And then again, you're running cavalry on a pretty much under-leveled army. Again, I do not get this. Full T4 cavalry. If you have the resources to do this, good job. Can I have some of the resources? But yes, so now I'm going to go through my commanders. So I have made 1 gear change with Falcon. My Dine's stuff did not change. I did have to drop 1 star on my Morgul Blade for Gandalf. I would love to get a Naudor Sword here soon. But I got a Reckoning with evasive action. It bumped up my unit defense by 9 and command by about 50. And I was able to put, whenever I put this on Falcon, I threw the Falcon's Cutlass onto Boromir. So that was very nice. I liked the extra 3 defense for Boromir and like the bonus 10 command. But yes, I believe everything else was pretty much straightforward, pretty much the same how it was before. So yes, I believe that is everything. So I'll show you a little bit where we're at right now. So we just took the keep. We are pretty much right at the keep. We are pushing them iffy hard right now. We have been making progress over the past few days. It's been very nice. Pretty much just fighting what we can. I'm trying to get a little bit more resources, trying to get some bonus ore and a little bit more wheat. I'm pretty much using the 44k stone as a trade just to see what if I like for troop recruitments. It's pretty much, I'm pretty much bleeding out right now. By the way, so pretty much what I'm using is just flat out Guardians and Master Throwers. I use Instincts for Siege and Eagles pretty much for pathing. So yeah. I usually will not conscript a full 5,000 unless I'm about to like go to sleep, or if I'm going out like work or whatever. I will not usually put up a full thing just because, so I can always have troops recruiting and everything. So yes, that's pretty much how this season has went. Mordor looks like they're going to get to keep the ring unless something massive changes, a massive shift happens in this server right now. It doesn't look that great for us. It is looking better. So about a few days ago, we had been pushed back all the way, and pretty much all the way back to here, and they were able to push all the way down to about right here, all the way to the keep, and we're able to take the keep a few hours ago. But yes, very nice. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on Discord at Dine9909, or you can reach out to me through the game. But yes, so yeah, I will see you on the next one.